Hello there, and welcome to Gravity Rush 2. This is going to be a video talking about the online service, but also, just by pressing left on the D-pad, I did not know you can go into first person. How amazing is this? I had no idea this entire time. So, why am I playing Gravity Rush 2? Why am I talking about online? Online mode is really important in this game, and I didn't talk about it near the time, but I am going to talk about it now. So, the online servers, if you don't know, are going to go offline after just only a year and a half of them being online. It was originally going to go offline early January, I think January 17th, which was, it might have even been just a little bit less than a year after launch, or just a little bit more. I can't remember exactly what date it came out. But the online servers were going to go off, and loads of people basically made a plea to Sony and the company who made this game, basically saying, please don't do this yet. Please give us more time. And they have, and I respect that. So I'm going to basically explain why we want the online servers, and why you should be playing with them. And also, just as a general rule, seriously, if you're looking for a game to buy, Gravity Rush 2 is the game for you. It's so much fun. It does have its flaws, I'll grant you that, it does. The stealth sections could be a little bit better. It does take a little bit of time to adjust to the whole gravity thing, but once you get the hang of it, oh man, this game is incredible. So, what is the deal with online? Well, I'm going to go into the menu and show you. So there are a couple of announcements. It seems to be just some treasure hunts. I thought I had some for news as well, but no. Okay, so let me go to system to show you what exactly is the deal. By competing in online missions, you get Dusty tokens. Dusty is the name of your cat. I have 7,530, loads of Dusty tokens. You want 6,000. These tokens are only found through online. As you can see, here's a list of all the items you get through the online mode. So 10, you get a photo item. 100, you get a new gesture. 300, you get a new costume. 500, you get miner's technique. I think it allows you to get more gems when mining. I might be mistaken. I can't remember exactly. Photo item of a traffic cone at 1,000. Costume of a school uniform at 2,000. Talisman of a fisherman's recipe. I think that improves damage you do. I'll show you in a second. 4,000, you get a new gesture. 5,000, you get a shifter 1.0, which is, I think, the costume from Gravity Rush 1. And 6,000, unlimited potential. That right there is what you're after. But there's also a couple of other things. So if we go up here, photo items, furniture, this kind of thing. Some costumes and all this, I'm really bad at manholes. Yeah, some costumes and whatnot, and gestures unlocked through doing side quests. I haven't done all of them on the save file. I did loads of them on a different save file and then restarted and blah blah blah. Yeah, photo items, I believe, are done purely through online. I could be mistaken on that. And the same maybe not the same for furniture, but yeah, photo items, yeah. So I'm going to explain how this works. Let's look at my ranking on the Dusty token, shall we? Not high. Interestingly, it says 8,000 there, and over here it says 7,000. I wonder if that's going to reset. Also, if you try and add me, I won't accept. I don't accept people I don't know. Yes. So there are different things you can do here to get Dusty tokens before the deadline, which is now July 18th, not January. Obviously, going to make this in April. Every 12 hours, this resets. So there are various treasure hunts, and every 12 hours you'll be sent a set of new ones. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem like there are too many at the moment, presumably because there aren't many people playing this game. They would have already done all this stuff in January. But be persistent. That's why I'm doing this now, because you don't have a lot of time. You have a couple of months, but that's really not a lot of time. I'm going to talk about some ways around this, how you can sort of manipulate the system to get more tokens, but also bear in mind that it might not work. And the reason I say that is because it did once and then didn't. So I'll go into that when we get to it. So there are various things you can do. So we'll go into a treasure hunt. We'll see what the image is. That place sucks. Let's not do that one. That place, it could be absolutely anywhere. Lehavina, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, as you can see, it's got 11 hours, 52 minutes remaining. And yeah, every 12 hours it resets. So I would recommend doing, like, if you're going to boot up the game for the first time to do something like this, boot it up around, like, 7 a.m., where you can get to it before going to school or work or whatever, if you have the time, of course. And then when you get home from work, say, like, whatever time, like, you can boot it up at 7 or 8 p.m. and you can get to it again. By completing a treasure hunt, you will get 80 points, I believe, for finding a chest from an image. Once you have found that chest, you can take an image yourself. It will be sent to a account. I think... I don't know how it specifically works. I think it can just be any account. But just... It will be sent to an account. Okay, so there's a bridge nearby, and I think it's here. Is it here? Yes, it is. There you go. So yeah, it will be sent to an account. It might program it to be someone who's been on recently, but I'm not necessarily sure on that. Also, you may be able to hear that. There is a small beeping noise to indicate if you're close. So if you're not sure and you can't see it, pay attention to that noise. You might actually... That is a saving grace, but a lot of people don't realise if they're not listening to the game with sound. Which not everyone is if they're just doing this on, like, in the background or whatever. So yeah, I believe you get 80 points for doing this. We'll double check that. It'll tell us in a second. And then we got the opportunity to take our own hint. If you get too far away, the game's going to be like, no, don't go away. You can't do this. So I'm gonna zoom out a bit, and that's gonna be my hint. Take the picture. That's good, and then send the photo. So if someone finds your chest, assuming they actually do see it, yeah, you get 80 dusty tokens. See at the top right. Yeah, so if someone finds your hint, then you get, I think, 160. I think it's double. But again, I don't know how the system works. It might be sent to a random account. That person may not be playing at the moment, or may have only played a bit. Stuff like that. When everyone was really trying to push to get these tokens in the space of like 2 or 3 weeks, I was getting around 10 of these every 12 hours. At the moment, I'm getting 3. It might just be a random low amount right now. In fact, now that I've come back, I might actually get sent more. We'll see. That does happen sometimes. Oh, I've been sent back here. Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna go back to where I was, because that actually is, like, helpful to show off, like, part of, like, a helpful thing, really. So, yeah. There are other ways you can get points. If you find someone who has taken an image, you will see, like, their sort of ghost, and you will be able to look at the image. If you give it a like, you get, I think, 30 points. 30 dusty tokens. And I think if they like yours, you get 50. Don't quote me on that, I might be wrong. There are 58 unique items from these treasure chests, so good bloody luck getting them all. That might be all the items for the furniture and stuff. I'm not exactly sure. So if I go to the pause menu, have I been sent some new ones? I have. I've been sent another one. It's not the same one as before, because... Or is it? Oh, no, it is. No, sorry, it is the same one. I haven't been sent a new one. I know what that is, roughly. But yeah, so... Yeah, there's not too many at this point. So yeah, if you want to just take a picture of somewhere, you have to search them out. It's pretty much like you find it by traveling. So if I was to take a picture right here and be like, oh look, this is a gorgeous shot. Let's how do I tripod mode L1. Let's take a picture. Boop, done. Taking a picture. If I go to picture roll, I think I can go to this, press X, and then upload for review. So upload it. If someone is nearby and they see this and they give it a thumbs up, I will get, I think 50, I might be wrong, 50 dusty tokens. So really easy way of doing it. Oh, actually, I can show you the clothes you get. So here's Shifter 1.0. Here's the school uniform. You can also get this online. I think it's completely free on the PlayStation Store. You can be 2B, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, and here's the work clothes. Just yeah, really really cool stuff. If you're into it, just awesome stuff. So yes, there is one other way of getting points, and that lies in the challenges. I have an account on the PlayStation Store for my original account, a US account, and an Australian account, basically so I can get games in different regions as early as possible, depending on when the release date is. If you do something similar, there are tutorials online if you need it. If you do not need to buy the game in a different region, you will be able to, as long as you're connected to the internet, or you have it set as your primary PS4, you can play any game you have downloaded, or any disc, on any account. Completely different save file, but you can play it. What you basically need to do is add yourself, get to this point in the game. This is the earliest challenge mission. It will take around an hour and a half to 2 hours. That's the drawback if you create two accounts here. So let's say 2 hours just to give you it. And then do this. So say this is your main account. Once you do a mission in here, you can send that high score to a friend or a random person. If you beat that score, so if someone sent me a random challenge for this, and I beat their score, say they get 1 point, and I get 4, I've already got 110. That means I beat them, and I actually get, I can't remember the exact amount, I feel like it's 200 to 300 Dusty tokens. It's quite a lot for winning. Like, you get quite a large amount, and it's worth your time investing in it. If you were to do something like this, with, oh man, I'm running out. If you were to do something like this, with your other accounts, like, kill one enemy, then run away, let the time die out, that means you get basically 2 free shots at beating their time. Sends the challenge to your main account because you've added them as a friend, and there you go, 600 easy points. In theory. Now here's the downside. I did this and there was no skin off my back because I already had these accounts, and it took me like 4 hours to get these points. You can only do it once every 12 hours. I don't know if it's different for each mission, or if it's just one mission per day, or 12 hours or whatever. Regardless, I got it once with one account, and then never again with any of the others on any other day. It never worked again for me, and I do not know why. I can only assume it was a random glitch with the online service, something they probably didn't patch because they were getting rid of it already. Also, I don't remember this song, it's really good. This may not work as a viable solution, which is why I always recommend the chest option. The chest option will work if you are going to go for it. Like, I've no guarantee. So you basically send challenge. I think you can send it to people, or yeah, friend or random. Let's go random, just because. And if you beat them, you get loads of points. It's worth your time doing that. Like, it's not a massively challenging score, easy to beat. So yes, you don't always get the points, and I do not know why, but it's just something I figured I'd tell you if you want to go for it. If you were trying to do it. This took me 10 days playing this non-stop every 12 hours. I think there was like 1 or 2 days where I only did one thing a day instead of 2. Like, I only did the morning 12 hours or the evening 12 hours because I was busy with stuff, or like, I know I was preparing for a funeral at one point. So it was just, there was a lot going on at the time. So yeah, that's gonna take some time into, like, it's going to be a big time sink, which is why, and I was doing that with loads of people sending me chests, so if that's not happening right now, it's going to take longer, so just be wary with that. So what do you want to do this for? The main thing you want is the unlimited potential. Let's go to this one first. Premium talismans are usually from this or from other events in the game which are special. Here's the fisherman's recipe. Makes it easier to destroy heavy armor with gravity kicks. Cannot be stacked. Gravity kicks and standard kicks. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Shell breaker and shell cracker. Very powerful thing. The main reason you want it though, Aqua Treasure is cool, increases maximum health, pretty good. This is what you want. Unlimited potential, 6,000 points. The gravity gauge never goes down, but your attack strength drops. Why do you want this? If you just feel like perusing the entire universe, just exploring at your leisure, just having a great time, this is how it's done. You can go anywhere endlessly, no drops, no nothing. The drops aren't even that frequent, like, it's not a huge deal, like, if it dropped, you just let go, go, and there you go. Like, simple as that. Like, your meter will restore to full, and that's that. But if that does bother you, and you don't care about that, and you want to just fly endlessly, you want to get all the gems that's scattered around the entire universe, you want to find photos of people, you want to just take a nice photo every so often without being stopped or bothered or harassed. This is how it's done. And oh, it's so satisfying. The flying in this game is one of the most satisfying things I've ever done in video games. Yes, this game has flaws, there's no denying. It does get a bit repetitious at times, but the boss fights are so memorable, the story is fantastic, and you know what? You don't actually need to play Gravity Rush 1. When I played this game, I hadn't. I have now. Yes, playing the first Gravity Rush does help give you context to a couple of things, but honestly, you can get by without it. You'll be able to fill in the blanks. There'll be a couple of things you'll be like, oh, I guess this is a thing, and you just make an assumption. You might be wrong, but you'll be able to figure it out more or less. And you know what? It is a worthwhile experience. The bosses are fun, the story is fantastic, the gameplay is great. It does have some frustrating moments. Some things are repetitious, as I mentioned, but the gameplay's so good. This, just so fun. So fun. Like, just yes. Just yes. Once you get the hang of doing this kind of thing, you are going to have a great time. An absolute great time. So let's just take a look at our new picture. There you go. On top of the world. On top of the world. Someone may find that one day, and I'll get a couple of extra Dusty tokens, even though I don't need them anymore. And honestly, this is why I wanted to just make this video. To inform you that you have basically 3 months left to get these tokens, but also because it's a plea to buy this game. Like, this game is worthy of your time. It's incredibly fun, and it's a shame. It's just, it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. It really doesn't. It should, but it doesn't, and it is disappointing. They have room for a sequel if they really wanted it. I don't think it's going to get one, and, I mean, the online server going offline is the testament to that. It's just... Online servers cost a lot to maintain, and the fact that they're getting rid of them already after a year, it's clearly not making enough money to warrant it being online, and that is a true shame, because it is a fantastic game. Just absolutely fantastic. I truly love this game, and I hope you enjoy it as well, because yeah, it is a fantastic time indeed. And yeah, that's that, I guess. That is indeed that. Yeah, I fell down. Well done, cat. So, yeah. This is Gravity Rush. Gravity Rush 2. It is a fantastic game. It is a beautiful game. There's a lot to love about this game. And, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck getting all the Dusty tokens. It's going to be a long ride, but hopefully a fun one. Take care. Bye-bye.